Picture this, it's a calm Saturday morning. The air is crisp, the birds are singing, and your backyard garden is glowing under the soft morning sunlight. You've been nurturing your plants for weeks, watering them daily, making sure they get the perfect amount of sunlight, and even talking to them. Yes, some gardeners do that. You're proud of your work. Your tomato plants are tall and strong, basil leaves thick and fragrant, cucumbers starting to form tiny fruits. You reach for your coffee mug, take a sip, and step closer to admire your hard work. But then, your smile fades. You notice tiny holes in your tomato leaves. There's a strange sticky substance on your cucumbers. You turn over a leaf and, boom, an entire army of aphids sucking the life out of your plants. A few inches away, a caterpillar is feasting like it just found the best salad bar in town. Your heart sinks. You've put in time, energy, and care. And overnight, pests have invaded like an unstoppable force. You think about grabbing a chemical pesticide. After all, it would kill these bugs in minutes, but then you remember, those same chemicals can harm you, your family, pets, and the beneficial insects that make your garden thrive. So, what do? The answer is simple but powerful. You switch to the best organic pesticide for plants that kills pests instantly without harmful chemicals. And today, I'm going to walk you through exactly what it is, why it works, how to use it, and what alternatives you can try if you can't find it locally. Let's face it, chemical pesticides dominate the gardening and farming industry. They're everywhere, they work fast, and they've been the default solution for decades. But here's the problem. They also kill beneficial insects like ladybugs and pollinators like bees, which are essential for plant reproduction. The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, has repeatedly warned about the dangers of pesticide exposure, from skin irritation to hormonal imbalances, respiratory issues, and in severe cases, cancer. In Canada, certain pesticides have been banned for residential use entirely. Australia and the UK have also implemented strict restrictions because of environmental and health concerns. And it's not just about health. Chemical pesticides can linger in the soil for years, seep into groundwater, and disrupt the entire ecosystem. They don't just target pests, they harm the biodiversity that makes your garden healthy. That's why there's a global movement towards organic gardening and natural pest control. It's safer for you, your plants, and the planet. When most gardeners see pests, the first reaction is panic, and that's normal. You've invested time, money, and care into your plants, so watching them get destroyed is heartbreaking. But the biggest trap many fall into is rushing to the store for the strongest chemical pesticide available. The problem? These chemicals don't just kill the pests you see. They also wipe out beneficial insects that keep your garden in balance. For example, ladybugs naturally eat aphids. One ladybug can eat up to 5,000 aphids in its lifetime. Kill them, and you lose your natural pest control army. Bees are responsible for pollinating a huge portion of your fruits and vegetables. Without them, your yields drop dramatically. Earthworms help aerate and fertilize the soil. Chemical pesticides can harm their populations, leaving your soil less healthy. In short, chemical pesticides solve a short-term problem but create a long-term disaster. Neem oil is extracted from the seeds of the neem tree, Azadirachta indica, native to India and Southeast Asia. This tree has been used for thousands of years in natural medicine and agriculture. Its secret weapon is a compound called azadirachtin, which disrupts pest feeding patterns so they stop eating your plants. Interferes with their reproductive cycle, reducing future infestations. Kills larvae and eggs before they develop. And the range of pests it controls is huge: aphids, spider mites, whiteflies, caterpillars, mealybugs, thrips, leaf miners, and even fungus gnats. The best part? Neem oil is biodegradable, safe for humans and pets, pollinator friendly. I remember talking to John Peterson, an organic farmer from California who runs a small, family-owned vegetable farm. For years, he struggled with whiteflies and spider mites on his cucumbers and beans. Every time he used chemical pesticides, he noticed the pest problem would disappear for a few weeks, but come back even stronger. That's when he switched to cold-pressed neem oil. Within 3 applications, not only were the pests gone, but he also noticed fewer outbreaks the following season. Why? Because neem oil doesn't just kill pests, it disrupts their life cycle. It prevents them from reproducing, so the population naturally drops over time. And the best part? His bees kept visiting, his soil remained healthy, and his customers loved that his vegetables were 100% chemical-free. While neem oil is my personal number one, here are some other powerful organic pesticides you should know. Insecticidal soap made from plant oils and natural fatty acids. Works by breaking down a pest's protective coating, causing dehydration and death. Especially effective against aphids, whiteflies, and mealybugs. Let's move to another hero, insecticidal soap. One of my subscribers from Sydney, Australia, Laura M, shared her experience. She had an aphid infestation so bad, her kale leaves looked like lace. She mixed insecticidal soap, made from plant oils, and sprayed every 3 days for 2 weeks. Result? Aphids gone. The leaves started growing back, and she harvested healthy, chemical-free kale. The key is that insecticidal soap kills on contact by dissolving the protective coating of soft-bodied insects. It's quick, effective, and safe for edible plants. Diatomaceous earth, a fine powder made from fossilized algae. Damages insect exoskeletons, causing them to dry out and die. Now, let's talk about the secret powder that a lot of new gardeners overlook, diatomaceous earth, duh. I first saw it used on a farm in rural Canada. The farmer sprinkled a fine layer around the base of his lettuce beds. I asked him why, and he smiled, "Watch tomorrow." Sure enough, the next day, the slug problem was gone. How does it work? It is made from fossilized algae that are microscopic and sharp. When insects crawl over it, it scratches their exoskeleton, causing them to lose moisture and die. The great thing is, it's safe for humans and pets, as long as you use food-grade DA. Great for ants, beetles, slugs, and crawling insects. Garlic and chili spray, 100% natural and can be made at home. The strong smell of garlic combined with capsaicin in chili acts as a repellent and mild pesticide. Garlic and chili spray. The DIY sprays you can make at home is garlic and chili spray. In my own balcony garden, I had a problem with ants farming aphids on my pepper plants. I blended 3 cloves of garlic, 2 chili peppers, and 1 liter of water, then let it sit for 24 hours. After straining and spraying the mixture, the ants and aphids disappeared in just 2 days. The beauty of this spray is that it's not just a killer, it's also a repellent. The strong smell and spiciness make your plants unappealing to pests. Bacillus thuringiensis, BT, a natural soil bacteria that specifically targets caterpillars and certain larvae without harming beneficial insects. Caterpillars can be devastating, especially for leafy greens. BT is a naturally occurring soil bacteria that targets caterpillars without harming bees, ladybugs, or earthworms. One greenhouse owner in the UK told me that BT saved his organic spinach production. Before using it, caterpillars would destroy up to 40% of his crop. After a single application, the losses dropped to under 5%. Horticultural oils, highly refined plant-based oils that suffocate pests and eggs. Best alternatives: if neem oil isn't available in your area, try pyrethrin spray from chrysanthemum flowers, extremely fast-acting. Essential oil like peppermint, rosemary, and clove oil, proven natural pest repellents. Vinegar-based sprays, good for soft-bodied insects but should be used cautiously to avoid plant damage. If you can't get neem oil, here's how to choose an alternative. For fast action, go with pyrethrin sprays. They kill quickly but break down naturally in sunlight within hours. For repelling pests long-term, try peppermint or rosemary essential oils. For budget-friendly DIY, vinegar-based sprays for small infestations, but never overuse on delicate plants. Here's how to prepare and use neem oil spray for maximum effectiveness. Mixing: add 2 teaspoons of cold-pressed neem oil plus 1 teaspoon of mild liquid soap to 1 quart, about 1 liter, of water. The soap acts as an emulsifier so the oil mixes evenly. Application: spray thoroughly over leaves, stems, and especially the undersides where pests hide. Timing: early morning or late afternoon to avoid leaf burn. Frequency: every 7 days for infestations, every 2 to 3 weeks for prevention. Rotate between different organic pesticides to prevent pests from developing resistance. Always spray under the leaves, 80% of pests hide there. Combine methods: for example, neem oil for general pests plus DA for crawling insects equals maximum coverage. Use sticky traps alongside sprays to monitor pest populations. Wear gloves while spraying. Avoid spraying directly on flowers to protect pollinators. Test on a small leaf before full application. Store the mixture in a dark, cool place as neem oil breaks down in sunlight. Sarah from Texas had a severe whitefly infestation. 2 applications of neem oil and they were gone. Her tomatoes recovered fully. Mark from Australia used diatomaceous earth around his lettuce and saw his snail problem disappear overnight. Hannah from the UK makes her own garlic chili spray and hasn't seen aphids on her roses in years. Emily from Ontario, Canada had a greenhouse filled with herbs. Spider mites were taking over. She tried neem oil every 5 days for 3 weeks, problem solved. Ben in Melbourne combined garlic spray and creating a no-go zone for ants and slugs. Rachel from the UK uses insecticidal soap once a month preventively and hasn't had a major pest outbreak in 2 years. If you've learned something new today, subscribe right now, tap the bell and share this video with your friends who love gardening. We're building a global family of gardeners who believe in chemical-free gardening, sharing tips, and making our gardens healthier and more productive, together. And if you want more exclusive organic gardening secrets that I don't share publicly, support the channel by liking, commenting, and spreading the word. Let's make the world greener, one garden at a time. Seedling emoji, green heart emoji.